can be only one podcast, and may it be the Princess of the Universe. Hi, folks. I'm Matt.
I'm Bruce.
Hey.
Hey.
Just two of us now.
Just the two of us. No more crappy books.
No more pants.
Don't give away our secrets.
Well, this is one we've been wanting to do for a while. But we should mention spoilers all the way through. We're gonna review WandaVision as the title says. But it's gonna be spoilers, and you should have seen this by now.
Yeah, you can't talk about it without spoilers.
Yeah, so we gotta talk about it, and we will. And I'm surprised no one's asked about WandaVision. For me, no one's asked if I've seen it. So usually I get questions all the time.
They don't care about your thoughts on Marvel. They care about your thoughts on Star Wars.
I guess. But no, they ask about other things. A billion people asked if I saw the Dune trailer. So, but WandaVision, let me start off with saying that I did not want to see it. It's Vision, he's in the second one a little bit, and so is Wanda, Scarlet Witch. They're both in Avengers, but they're second fiddles, maybe even third fiddles. Endgame really didn't. They had their moment.
Well, Vision.
They had their moment, but
Vision's
Endgame
moment was Ultron, Age of Ultron.
Yeah, that was it. That was his storyline.
He was underplayed, and everything else he's been in.
It was underplayed, and he's been underplayed ever since. Now, Endgame, they included everyone. Everyone was there. So, unless you're one of the big main Avengers, you didn't get your own little side storyline. You got a moment. Like everyone got a moment, but still, it didn't make those characters any more interesting to me. So I was fine skipping it. I was fine just not watching it. But Megan really wanted to see it because Avengers fan, and they're still Avengers, and so she'll watch the Avengers. She's not interested in any of the new stuff. But if it has to do with the old Avengers, the secondhand team, she'll still watch it. That's how she feels right now.
Okay.
So, and the jury's still out on Falcon Winter Soldier because she didn't care about either one of those people. But
I'm looking forward to that one.
Well,
haven't started it. It's out now, but I haven't started.
Yeah, as of now, I haven't started either. I'm going to give it a few episodes. We're going to let it. We got tons.
I've got stuff to catch up on.
I looked at my DVR. I was like, Mayan started back. Okay, 3 episodes behind that one. What else started back? Oh, Walking Dead started back a couple weeks ago. We didn't even know.
I haven't finished the Snyder Cut of Justice League. There's a Pacific Rim, The Black, on Netflix that I want to watch. There's later this week is a Godzilla Netflix series as well. I've got all kinds of stuff I got.
For me, I've got that Walking Dead. What else are we watching that's on another Young Sheldon. Megan likes that, so we watch that. But that's like 6 episodes in. Everything's been going on. We're like, because we've been streaming. We're not watching regular TV now. So it's like, our shows are coming back. But we're taking our time. We're going to be slowly catching up, and all the while as we're catching up with the shows, which will take us a week or two. We're going to let Falcon Winter Soldier build up.
You got 8 weeks.
Plenty of time. And if it's but anyway, if it's like WandaVision, it'll be good to save it up anyway. Yeah. WandaVision, Megan wanted to see. I did not. I was like, but we watched it.
I was looking forward to it, but it wasn't like the top of my list. I was just curious.
And for good reason too, because you didn't know. Seriously, Scarlet Witch, you knew hardly anything about. They've hardly touched her.
Yeah. And the trailers were all this weird thing, which we've seen aspects of some of the stuff from the trailers in the comic books. They definitely pulled a lot from this, that, and the other. They were pulling stuff from all over the place, and they made a pretty good cohesive story connecting these things.
But anyway, so my wife got me to watch it. We watched the first 2 episodes, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
A lot of people complained
because they're dumb,
and I was like. They said, nothing really happened. I don't understand what's going on. This is kind of stupid.
It's called slow build.
But the thing is, though, I was enjoying it. I got it. I got the joke.
It was
the Dick Van Dyke Show.
Yeah, the joke that they were doing. Well, the first episode, but not the second.
No, I know. But the thing is, though, I enjoyed it. I thought, and in fact, here's a joke that everyone missed because they don't watch the Dick Van Dyke Show. Vision. Yeah. He passes through the couch where Dick Van Dyke always trips over it.
Well, he tripped over it in some of the episodes. They would have him kind of skirt around it, but it wasn't always the same. But but they just had Vision walk through it.
Yeah, I thought it was great. I thought it was funny. I was enjoying it the whole way through.
It was Dick Van Dyke with a little bit of Bewitched, with a little bit of Lilo.
And then Bewitched was the second one. No.
No, it was kind of... No, the thing is, they kind of mixed in
but, well, I mean, 50s, and then a 60s show was next.
They even did... The Wanda's Magic, they used the Bewitched-style special effects, which I liked. It was fun. It was a fun parody of old
I agree.
Sitcoms.
No, I agree. It was. And you go
My kids loved it, too.
70s was kind of Brady Bunch, kind of. 80s was, pick a show. But 80s, hilarious. They mock their old... costumes. And my wife had never known what Scarlet Witch looked like, but so when we watched that, I was like, "That's a smart way."
And in the Vision, he was a lucha libre, but
it was great. It was great. I told my wife those were their original costumes. She went, and my wife's looking at Scarlet Witch, going, "She actually wore that." I was like, "Yeah, that was
wore that up until the costume 2000s."
Now they teased. I remember Ashley Olsen. Is that her name? Mm-hmm. I remember she teased a Luke Skywalker appearance, which I knew was not going to be a Luke Skywalker-esque, meaning the Mandalorian Luke Skywalker, on that level. And what it was, I do not think was on that level, but was fun, was Quicksilver from the Fox universe. Interesting choice. Yeah. Have they said afterwards why they brought him? I mean, he's very popular.
It was just a meta level mess. It was just to mess with the audience that knew more than the TV show.
Okay.
It was. I mean, they've done that on other shows. They Spin City. With what's his Michael J. Fox. They brought in his mom from Family Ties to be his mom on that show. It was that kind of thing. They did this kind of thing on sitcoms throughout history. You would bring in other characters to play a similar role,
right?
But it was only related by the meta knowledge that the audience had.
Okay, Tom Selleck is Monica's boyfriend on Friends.
Yeah.
Okay. And whenever you look at him, he can go by any name he wants to, but it's Magnum P.I. for crying out loud, folks. I don't know what Magnum P.I. is doing in a policeman show now. He's a police chief. It's called Blue Bloods. Magnum P.I. is behind a desk. I don't care what his name is. Hey, screw his name. His name is Magnum P.I. If it's not Magnum P.I., it's Magnum P.I. in disguise, folks. And what you don't know is all Tom Selleck's movies are just Magnum P.I. Quigley Down Under, he traveled back in time. Magnum P.I. did. Okay? And I can't wait till they reveal at the end of Blue Bloods that, it's Magnum P.I. the whole time.
He wakes up at the end.
Oh, my gosh. That would be great. That would be great in Hawaii. But the thing is, they did well the whole time through. I was enjoying it. Sure, after, the 70s episode, they really start, it was the third episode, they really start trying to build a little bit more into the world, right? That's when we start noticing, in the 60s, the second episode, we notice that something's off. We don't know what. And then 70, they start peeling back the onion a little bit.
The first two episodes were pretty much straight, just playing with the sitcom, and then it started mixing in the outside world.
But to be honest, they could have kept with the sitcom the whole thing, and I'd been happy.
That was fun.
I would not have minded.
I enjoyed the way that they did that.
Everyone got upset about that, but I was like, you know what? If this is all they want to do is riff on other sitcoms, 90s Malcolm in the Middle, 2000s The Office, I was like, I'm for this. In fact, I was sad that they were giving more story,
less and less to it,
and less of the
I
joke.
Felt the same way.
Because the last episode, where it was the last episode before they went to the year, they were one decade behind. It was hilarious. Vision sitting there talking. He was like, "Why am I here? What am I doing? I gotta get out of here." It's just great. It's great. I love those. And then the so and so speaks. She went, "I'm sorry, you're not supposed to speak." Actually, like, you're not supposed to. And that's funny and ominous too. Now, I guess I thought for a minute that this is I didn't know what was going on. Everyone had their own, they were going, obviously, the storyline where Wanda, Scarlet Witch, kind of
House of M
breaks House of M's one, which is a great storyline.
Yeah.
But didn't she have a boy and a girl in the comic book?
No.
All right. So, two boys.
Which are not related to House of M, but they are. They did go back to.
And then White Vision is in the comic book too.
Yeah, and I really thought they did a great job. They brought back Vision in a way that very reminiscent of the way they brought him back
in the comic
the
book.
White Vision.
Yeah. And I guess that is going to be Vision now.
And they definitely moving forward.
Because now he has the memories of the old Vision.
They did was, but at the same time, he's mentally detached from it. He has the memories, but
just like in the comic book.
He's a robot that has the memories of Vision, but doesn't have the connection to those memories, and so he's not running to be in the arms of Wanda again. And it's something that took years for him to redevelop his humanity.
And it's either the second to the last. I think it's the second to the last episode, where I don't know her name. Morgana. What's the Agatha? Who's an old villain? From the 70s.
Well, the thing is, she never was a villain.
Oh,
she was Franklin Richards' babysitter in the Fantastic Four comic books.
Okay,
and she helped Wanda learn to use her magic alongside her mutant ability, because Wanda is both magical and mutant.
Gotcha. Yeah,
and that's why she's so powerful, because she combines more than just one thing.
Right. So, anyway, they're going back. There's some nice scenes that we know how she got her powers. We know how she. We find out how she made that connection with Vision, which is never explained in the movies.
Yeah,
they just see each other and then fall in love in the third movie. Like,
related
what
to the
went
Mind
on?
Stone. Mind Stone gave her powers and was inside of Vision.
Yeah, and so, but then they have that nice moment that happens chronologically after the second movie, where she's just watching TV for comfort because that's all she knew, and the whole thing about her family getting together and watching some DVDs. That's awesome. Yeah. That was great. That was done well. And Vision comes in. He goes, "Is that supposed to be funny?" She's like, "Yes, it is." He's like, So Vision is the only one that decides to go see her, as all the other Avengers are getting drunk trying to pick up Thor's hammer. Vision goes to see her, and I thought that was good. There's a lot of great little moments here. I thought when she goes in and sees his body, torn apart and everything, and the whole thing about how she gets the deed to the house. It's our starter house, and there's nothing there, but she just kind of goes insane there and just reimagines the entire town.
Now, in a lot of ways, the story parallels the stages of grief as she moves through.
Yeah. It's really good.
Yeah, the early episodes are denial when it's the perfect world.
Yes,
she's denying what's happened, and
then the breaks. It starts in the 60s, right? The guy comes out of the sewer. She's like, "No," and then everything rewinds. You're like, "I don't know what just happened. That scared me."
Well, and really, I thought was good when the first time Vision confronted her, like something weird's going on. The story rewinds and resets. And he comes in with normal talk for the
day. All right, and the other, should I go back and do that over again? I just like little things like that. And then what was it? She shoots Rambo out. Okay, so two things. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure before they say this. Oh no, I need to ask this. Before I say this. Sword. Was that just because they didn't want to use Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
I mean, Sword's actually part of the comic book.
I know, but it seems like this would be an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. thing. Well,
they can't. If you're talking about the TV show, they can't do that.
They can't bring the TV show into it, right?
Because they've already separated from that. That is not part of the movies anymore.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's gone. Ignore that. You can forget those.
But it used to be.
Yeah, these TV shows are part of it. This TV series is going to lead into the next Doctor Strange movie.
That's embarrassing because Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. should have been the agents.
Should have.
Doing all that. And that's the only thing. I know Sword exists. They're a second rate, B level compared to the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
S.H.I.E.L.D. is Earth, and Sword is kind of, they guard the planet from outward.
I know.
That B level is actually the next level up. It's just they don't have to deal with it.
In the comic books, no one knows Sword. People know S.H.I.E.L.D.
That's because Sword's new.
Yeah. So it should have been S.H.I.E.L.D. That's one small gripe. I know why they didn't do it, but it should have been.
Because in the movies, S.H.I.E.L.D. was destroyed, and S.H.I.E.L.D. doesn't exist anymore in the movies.
Well,
did you not watch?
It's kind of
Winter Soldier.
Yeah. Do I care about Winter Soldier? Is the better question.
You don't have to because we have a new TV show.
Yeah, Winter Soldier, not Captain America 2, because Captain America had nothing to do with that. That was the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. movie. Yeah. Anyway,
probably my favorite.
That was we need to monetize. We need to make money in China, and we don't want it to be Captain America. Let's call it Winter Soldier. It's too bad Captain America only got one movie, and that was his first movie, and that was it. Everything else doesn't focus. Poor Civil War.
Civil War was Avengers.
Captain America was in there.
2.5.
Everyone knew that too. It's like, let's just kind of downplay Captain America in those foreign markets. You know, they don't want to see Captain America. That's fine. We don't go and see Captain China either.
Well, we will before too long, I'm sure.
Bunch of racists in China. No wonder we cater to them.
We need to change this podcast to our new overlords that are coming soon. We do love you.
That's right. That's right. We're in no means associated with the Chinese government. Just want you to know.
Though we don't mind you at all. We think you're pretty neat.
We want your money. We want your money.
I just don't want them to kill and rape my family.
It doesn't matter. Disney will still make a movie in your country.
And thank you for it.
And thank you for it. Thank you, ma'am. May I have another? No, my one complaint. There's one character I hated. Rambo.
Why?
Could not stand her.
You better get used to her.
I know that. Just the whole thing about going through the Mora.
That was dumb. The power, the way she got her powers.
That was totally not dumb.
Character's fault.
I was
story's fault.
Now, see, the thing is, when she got her superpowers and the way she got them, no, done.
Now,
done.
The only way to fix that is if they come back in that she was
a mutant or something,
and this is what triggered it. That's
the
only way to make it fit.
But that is
make it
really...
right. Otherwise, Darcy has powers developing. And
everyone does.
All those agents of sword.
Everyone who got sucked in. And the thing is, though, it was really dumb how they tried to explain that, and then really dumb because wasn't she in the tank at first? Wasn't she in the tank trying to bust in through the tank?
She did.
And she had to jump out.
Yeah.
You're just going to march right in there anyway. I don't know. A lot of things about her character I think were poor. And
that was stuff that I think they were trying to lay down for future stuff, and which Marvel has failed at in the past when they're trying to plan for the future and not focus on the current story.
She started off interesting because she is someone who disappeared, you know.
Oh, I do like that backstory. Her backstory was fantastic.
Yeah, came back in her hospital where her mom had died, 3 years later.
Yeah.
You know, well, that was great. We were enticed in her. And then she goes to total camp. And I totally don't care about her anymore. Like now, she can stand toe-to-toe with the rest of them. No, you can't. No. And then her story just kind of fell flat for me. And it's sad because it really built up interesting.
And,
but she's
so you know, she is the original second Captain Marvel. Unlike Carol Danvers from the Captain Marvel movie. In fact, she is the Captain Marvel that I know, that I grew up with. Because I didn't grow
China
up with the
could be listening.
Marvel.
we don't want her. We want who's Captain Marvel now?
Carol Danvers.
Carol Danvers, yes.
She'll always be binary to me.
Yes. That's her character? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. Rambo, I didn't like. I thought the other girl, the nerdy girl, she was fun.
Darcy from Thor.
But then, is she?
The first two Thor movies.
What? Totally forgot that.
Oh my goodness!
Totally forgettable character.
Happy to see her.
Okay, that's nice. She was a kind of a one note. They never went anywhere with her. She was just there.
She was actually better used in the Thor movies. They only brought her in because she was a side character that they could bring back.
That's great. That's fun. Good for them. But all she had was witty jokes.
Darcy.
All she had was witty jokes.
Which that's what she did in the Thor movies.
I guess so. I don't remember. I mean, I guess I know that she had friends, so I'm sure she's one of the friends.
She was one of the student.
That's nice. Then that's nice.
Interns working.
I mean, like I said, if I had to pick another character, it was like, well, she's not going to change. She's going to make her comments, and that's fun. I liked when she was sitting there eating popcorn, watching the WandaVision. I thought that was good. She's hooked on the episodes.
They recast Quicksilver.
Yeah, great stuff. But his name is like. What, Harold Bean or something?
Harold Boner.
That's funny. So I guess he's not coming.
The thing is, that actually is a meta reference. You know, his name's Boner. Because the guy.
Don't tell me that's the actor's name.
No, the showrunner, when he was a kid, played the neighbor on Growing Pains named Boner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why they got the.
Oh, okay. Well. I'm glad I got to see a boner.
The thing is, there was multiple levels of reference to old sitcoms.
Well, and we discussed this. The last episode is great. Plays like a movie. Yeah. I told Megan, I said, this is really good. I'm really enjoying this. This is well done. I thought it was executed the whole way. I mean, from episode 1 to the last episode, I thought it was all good.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, Rambo's my really one small complaint because she started off great, and then I felt she felt flat. And then I wish they would have done shield instead of sword. But those are minor. That's minor compared to everything else.
The problem with Monica Rambeau was that she's only there to set up whatever they're going to do next with her. She wasn't, she really was fun in the early episodes when she was part of the town.
Yes.
And then you realize, she's something outside that's interesting.
And then when she's out trying to get back in, she's still interesting. But then it became, okay, we're setting this character up for the next show, not trying to do something important with this. Yeah, and then it just kind of goes, like I said, a
lame...
she could have fallen. Why couldn't she fall into a vat of electric eels like Electro did in Amazing Spider-Man?
Because that is a good superhero origin from comic books. That's how you get powers in 60s, 50s, 40s era comic books.
Okay,
it's true.
Yeah, but the best person to ever get their powers by falling in a vat of something was Joker, and he just ruined his skin. He didn't get powers, but that's just cool. I remember that scared me.
Radioactive Spider-Man.
I remember that scared me. They're taking off he's taking off the the medical tape or whatever or wrap, and then he's the guy goes and runs away and scared. He goes, let me see a mirror, and goes smashes the. That's great. It's horrifying.
Yeah, well done.
Thanks for giving me nightmares, Tim Burton. Anyway, WandaVision. We're all over the place. WandaVision's good. It's good. It's good. I enjoyed it. I don't know what the complaints. I don't get the complaints of the first 2 episodes or whatever. I thought they were great.
It's people that are impatient.
No, well, I mean, I thought they were great.
I haven't noticed any complaints in the later.
I'll be honest. I have even less desire to watch Falcon Winter Soldier, but I am going to watch it because they did well on WandaVision, so I can watch the other one.
And then we'll get Loki after that.
Oh, is that a TV show?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know. I thought it was a movie. They only released 26 names when they came out. I couldn't tell which one was TV show.
It's pretty, but
I'll watch the Loki TV show. That's
it looks like it's going to be, you'll get a weekly show, a small break, a weekly show, a small break.
No, I'll do that.
That's the way it looks like it's going to be going.
Well, if it's anything like WandaVision was a perfect way to do things. They had the little where she's in the cabin and then her essence is studying magic.
No, she was reading magic, and she had a fake Wanda.
Oh, fake Wanda playing
which
around.
I'm pretty sure that's for...
Got it.
Because she knows that Shield or Sword is going to be watching her from a distance, and so she didn't want her to know.
So she's inside reading magic.
That's all lead up into the Doctor Strange movie, because she will be a major part of that. Maybe the villain.
That's what I heard.
Maybe the villain.
Really?
If they go like
is she the multiverse storyline? Is she going to break
It can be. She might be trying to get her kids back or something.
And all
she might be looking for her kids.
Maybe. Yeah. Wants her kids back. So she's going to be... And is this how they merge in X-Men? We were talking about
Possible. That was really the early theory when they brought in Pietro.
Which I love that dude.
Yeah.
He is so much better than MCU's Quicksilver. MCU really blew it. Fox did Quicksilver right.
And did you catch the Kick-Ass jokes?
Mm-mm.
Because the 2 Quicksilvers were also buddies in the Kick-Ass movie.
Oh, shut up.
And then they had the Halloween episode, they had several Kick-Ass jokes.
Oh, okay. No, I missed that. Okay. Fun. No, I missed all that, but I still enjoyed it. But that's why I'm going to watch Falcon Winter Soldier, because of WandaVision.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're going to have to, at this time, fall. Now, I heard also the rumor that Daredevil may be coming back.
The rumor is that he's going to be the lawyer for
I'd love that.
Peter Parker.
I like the guy who played Luke Cage. I just felt bad they didn't have a good story for him.
Well, the thing is, the casting they had for those Netflix Marvel shows were all fantastic. And
absolutely.
Those can all still fit in.
No, they can.
There's no reason why they can't. And so it just depends on if Disney decides to go that way or not.
I hope they do. Iron Fist. I'm the only Iron Fist fan, but I thought Iron Fist was great. I loved it. Won't deny it. Punisher. It's got to be. It's got to be him. He's great. So yeah, and Daredevil's good too. But the Kingpin. Oh,
fantastic.
he's the reason you watch the show. I found that out in season 2. I told you I enjoyed the Punisher episodes, and then when Kingpin was in it for a few, I was like, "Ooh, I love it," and then it went down again. Elektra did nothing for me.
Well, Elektra was terrible.
Elektra was terrible, and I was like, you know what? I think I only like this show because of Kingpin. Because ever since then, it hasn't been as good as it was. It's weird. The first season is the best season of Daredevil. It's the best season. And even my wife was like, she's like, I know this show's called... And at first we were interested in Daredevil. She went, but I want it... If they just left... My wife said, if they just left it here on Kingpin, I could watch him though. I said, I think that's the point. I don't know. I mean, you made the villain so good. You made him so good that, seriously, do a whole... Hey, Loki, would you like to have another kid? Let's do another TV series called Kingpin.
Part of me thinks that really, if you focus on the villain and give a good villain, it doesn't matter what you do with the hero.
No, it doesn't. Daredevil proves that. Daredevil got boring over the season. I would argue it got less exciting as the seasons went on. It wasn't bad. Well, I still enjoyed Daredevil.
The Punisher episodes of season 2 were really good.
They were great.
They did that crappy Elektra storyline that was terrible.
It was awful. It was beyond terrible.
Missed that whole season.
It's beyond terrible. So, but anyway, though, so I hope they. Poor Agent. Is Agent Shield done?
Yeah, it's done.
Okay, good. It should die.
It's either done or wrapping up this year.
Okay. Is Coulson coming back somehow? In the multi-universe?
That's all been written off.
That's sad. What happened to that? That was part of the MCU.
Well, for a minute.
For the first couple of seasons, they kept saying, no, it's still part of it. Look, we came in the aftermath of Thor 2, the aftermath of Avengers 2, the aftermath of insert movie here.
They were trying hard to stay relevant, but it was just the TV side that was doing it. The movies did not care.
Yeah, but... Anyway, so overall, I like WandaVision. I thought it was good. I'm trying to think of any other outstanding scenes or things I liked about it. I mean, everything about it is really good. There's a ton of humor in there that mixes well with everything. I love when Vision is going out to the outskirts of town where people aren't. They're just kind of either stopped because she just can't. She doesn't care what all they're doing.
Everything.
Or sometimes they're just repeating actions. They're putting hanging up a shirt and then putting it back down, then hanging it back up. But because that's the last instruction.
They're not on-screen characters in the story Wanda's telling. They're just.
And as he goes further out, the town's just kind of coming to a crawl.
And there's the creepy little bit of when they could talk. It was just like, hey, can you do a story where like maybe my daughter is.
Yeah,
and you'll want their kids to be part of the storyline just so their kids are involved in their life and not locked in their rooms.
Yeah.
Because the kids are locked down and stuck in the room. Except for Halloween. All the kids get to come out for Halloween.
Yeah.
When you think about some of the complex levels that's going on, Wanda really was evil.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Wanda was the villain of the show.
Oh, definitely the villain of the show. I absolutely love that. I love the vision that they had of the whole series and what it would be like. And to have Vision walking out there and you seeing the not televised portion of it is just so cool and creepy because some of the lights are flickering. They don't work. It's a dark side of town because everyone's just frozen now, waiting instructions. I'm like, this is great. This is great. So there's a lot of just good, solid. I mean, there's great humor in it mixed with some just awesome thought process of how things work, how things are managing. I just thought it was interesting. And then a lot of good action at the end, too. They don't skimp either. The whole show doesn't feel cheap either. It didn't feel like they were sandbagging money to pay for everything was top quality, I felt. Anya was in it. Do they know Anya's a devil? A demon, I mean? Do you think anyone's figured that out yet?
No. I'm curious, are they going to bring back her children, which they did in the comic books, which makes no sense, being as their children were a figment of imagination in the comic books.
Well, it's comic books. Well, maybe they will.
Now
maybe
they will. Characters.
But I mean, I guess this is just going to open up X-Men. I mean, Wolverine. Possibly. Will we get to see Deadpool? Doubtful.
I don't care. The thing is, they've already said Deadpool's coming back, and he will be part of the MCU, and it will still be Deadpool 3. So I think Deadpool, if done right, he's going to be transverse everything. He'll be wherever he is and reference everything that he feels like referencing.
Okay. Well, that'd be nice.
Deadpool is like he's just going to throw out a stupid reference as to why he's here instead of there, and that'll be Deadpool.
Yeah, and it'll be rated PG because it's not Disney. But anyway,
I've seen PG-13 Deadpool. It's good.
Did any of your kids watch WandaVision with you?
Oh yeah, Annabelle and Brody watched it.
Did they enjoy it?
Annabelle loved it.
Really?
She loved.
It's good. It's good.
She loved the sitcom. Really.
I thought that was great. Like I said, if it was just a sitcom and they did nothing, I'd have enjoyed it.
Yeah. In fact, Brody was not allowed to watch it with us because she wanted to watch it with me. That was going to be our show, and it was our show. She really enjoyed it. She loved the sitcom aspect of it, and she liked what they did with Wanda through the whole thing and moving her through. But and Brody had to watch it by himself, but he liked it. And then
it doesn't get day-daughter time.
But
you choose your favorites among your children.
And the thing is, he liked it enough to where he went back and started watching all the Marvel movies over from the beginning because in a lot of ways, I don't know if he's even seen all of them. He kind of, as he got old enough, he would go see the movies with us.
Right. It's been a while.
And so some of them he's seen but doesn't remember. And so he's actually gone back to the beginning and been watching them through to catch up to Winter Soldier.
Yeah, why does Hulk look different in his movie? It's weird. All right. So there you go, folks. There's our thoughts on WandaVision. And you know what? We'll see you next time on Princes of the Universe.